guys. Well, today I'm going to do a video, just a quick little video of feeding my new girl, who I've yet to name. I've got a couple that I'm thinking of, but I'm still waiting to hear from somebody out there. I've heard from a couple of people, but you know, if you can think of a name for my new girl, who I am about to feed, and hopefully she will feed. But I'm also going to put in, and you can see my light going here, but you know, I wanted to be able to brighten up my videos, and I think that it actually is, even though you can see it at the moment. I'm in kind of a tight space here. But anyway, this will be her first feed, so it should be interesting to see if she actually does take it. I certainly hope that she does. I like to see them feeding. It kind of gives you that clear signal that they've settled in and that they're doing okay. So then I'm going to do a video just sort of letting you know about heat panels, a little bit more about them. I've ordered one and it arrived today because Lacy is going to be having a heat panel put into her enclosure because I love them. And I think they're the best form of heating your enclosures that you will actually ever get. Just my opinion, but I think they're amazing. So I will do a video on the heat panel I got for Lacy. And I also bought, you know, I've already done a iStat, and at the time that I saw the iStats, I'd already ordered another thermostat, which I'll show you what I got as well, because otherwise if I hadn't I'd have grabbed two iStats, and I may eventually switch to those at some stage. But on to feeding my new little girl, and we will see how she goes. Spinning you around, and I hope that you know, I've got to kind of tweak this lighting a little bit, guys. Excuse me while I just turn this around a little bit so there's not too much glare. And I'll turn off a Party's little light that I have going, and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, let's see if this works okay. I think once I open the windows or the doors. So let's see. As you can see, she's spending, I saw her down last night having a drink, so she's found her water. But I don't know how she's going to go with the feed. She hasn't been here very long, but that doesn't mean anything, of course. So let's just see if she can sense this rat. What do you think? Oh, she's starting to move. Oh yeah. There you go. Good girl. There you go. No problem whatsoever. I don't know if you can see. There she is. And that's great to see. And that's what I love to see, is all my guys eating. You can see her red. Well, it's a dully colour, but a dully red, not dull in colour. And she's just shed, so I'm going to leave her be because, as I said, she's new, so I don't want to disturb her. I don't want her to think that I'm going to do something. I just want her to eat. So yeah, we'll leave her be, and I'm going to now move on to my little girl, a Pani. So back soon, guys. She needs a paper change too, as you can see, which I'll do, even though she'll have a little bit of full belly, but that won't really matter at all. Actually, guys, I'll get her out and I will change that paper before I'm there, and I'll show you her briefly before she has her meal. So here she is, if you can see her. She's kind of got a little a little head coming up over here, but hang on, I'll go out of zoom. There she is. So I'm going to put her back in because she's not really secure on my hand right now. So I'll put her, let her go in. Not that you can see her, but she's going in. She knows where her little home is. She's quite comfortable in there, doing really well, growing, you know. She is, I'm really happy with her. So I'll move that over and let's get her little feed for today, because she is a good little feeder. There is no doubt about it. There she goes, dead on the head. Now this is what you want from little babies, eating and eating at this age. It's just, oh, and there's my finger. Hi everybody. There you go. She's doing really well. Growing like a weed. That's for sure. We'll switch over. We'll have a check and see. My other girl is still trying to find the head. She might be a jack, I think. That's okay. She'll figure it out, I'm sure. Sorry about, you know, lighting's all well and good, and now I've got to figure out the glare and the no glare and all the rest of it, and I'll try and get in front here. Come on, find it, sweetie pie. You can find it. Figure it out. She said, I can't, Mum. Where's the darn head? Maybe I should call her Jack number 2 now. She's twisting herself up all over the place, I tell you. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, they're all different. They all do it differently. Yeah, I've got Lily, who's a fuss pot. A Pani could care less, just give it to me. Jack is, oh, I really want that, and takes half an hour to actually eat it. Jessie, snatch, grab down the hatch. Lacy, she's quite gentle with her feeds actually, for a big girl. So, anyway, it'll be Lily's turn. And she's actually having a quail, which I tell you, trying to get rid of that glare. Quails she really likes, as well as her chicks, but she does like quail. Okay, she's just kind of, she was at the head and gonna take it, but changed her mind. Okay, let's get Lily rocking and rolling today. So, you ready? You hungry? She doesn't look very hungry, does she? She's just chilling there. But hopefully once she gets a whiff, although this has cooled down a little bit, but hopefully she'll decide, well, yeah, I'm hungry. Actually, I've got the wrong tongs because it doesn't open up wide enough. those little ones. Oh gosh. And I still grabbed the wrong one, and I'm tipping everything out. I was organised till that light went blip on me. Anyway, here we go, Lil. It's a quail today. So what do you think? Yes, you like quail? It's not a rat. Yeah, it's almost like, yep, she checks it out to make sure it definitely ain't a rat. Oh my goodness, Lil. I swear it's not a rat. Is it warm enough? I know it was sitting there for a little while, but oh yeah, warm enough for Lil. You right? Cool.
She's so gentle.
You're very gentle, aren't you? Hey? Well, gee Lily, you know, normally you kind of throw something in there for Mum, but not today, hey. They're all on their really best behaviour. Even Jessie's not down mooching at the door. Jack, yeah, he'd be up for a feed, and once again we can't see my boy. There he is. He'd be up for a rat. Anyway, I've sourced some extra large, so his next feed is going to be an extra large because it's just not enough. I was giving him a large and a medium, but he's really getting quite big, and he doesn't need to get big so quickly, so to speak. I like them to grow steadily, but he's kind of beefed up a bit, Jack. Not saying that's bad, but you know, we're coming into winter, not so active, not so ready to want to be out and doing things, even though I do get my guys out over the winter, warm this room up. Well, what did you drop that for? You just don't want it? Do you see that? She just dropped it. What is going on? Here I'm saying all good, and then she drops it. Don't you want quail today? Hey? No, she doesn't. Wow, what is going on? Normally you just chomp him.
Chase.
Hey? You don't want a quail? Or you're just not hungry, you're still full? Hey? No, she had 8 mice a week ago, so she may not be that hungry. I don't know. You want me to hold it while you actually chew it? Hey? Is that what you want me to do? Ah. Okay. Well, you do it your way, darling. I'm down for that. Hey. She may not be overly hungry, guys. You know, she did have eight mice, which, you know, easily digested and down the hatch. But anyway, she's taken that. So she may not want a second at all. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get this heat panel going for you, so you can have a look at it, and I'll describe a little bit about it, and I'll show you them in my enclosures so you get a good idea of them, and see what you think. And you know, I'd like you to tell me what you think of them. So I'm going to go and get them out the box. I have not done what people do, which is, wow, let's unbox a box thing. So grandson's getting his little bum changed. He's had his feed. No?
It's not waking up.
Oh, he's being naughty, guys, at the moment. Not really wanting his feed. Dog's barking. Okay, guys. Let me put you over here. Don't you like the way I say that? I'll put you guys over here. And I'll unbox here. I can put a little light on in here too. So, in the box, which arrived today while I was out. So, this is the thermostat that I bought, which is a Habistat. Sure you can read that. And it's a pulse proportional, which works really well with your heat panels. Though, you know, the difference between the dimming and the proportional, yeah, somebody who's got an idea on that can let me know, because I actually use the dimming thermostat on Jack's heat panel and it works perfectly fine. So anyway, like I said, with those iStats, you can set it to be dimming proportional or on off. Brilliant little thermostat. Like I said, I would have grabbed another one of those had I known, but I'd already ordered this. So anyway, this is, and you know, you've probably seen a million of them. Well, not a million, that would be almost impossible, I think. But, you know, just your average thermostat, I guess. Nothing and that has a fuse, which is good because I have spare fuses. Go through, daughter. So, of course, your controller as such. So this is what Lacy has, a dimming one on hers, just like Jack's, but at the moment she has a lamp. But I am going to switch it over to this particular thermostat as I'm using the iStat on my new girl. You know, guys, this camera, I haven't changed anything on it, but all of a sudden it stops recording and it tells me busy, 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 busy. I don't know what the go is with that. It's been doing it for a few weeks now. So I'm not ranting, but I'm chatting away to you guys, and all of a sudden it just switches off on me. So I don't know what's happening, and sometimes I forget and don't look, and I've been talking for another 5 minutes. But anyway, this is the new thermostat that I will be using when I put the heat panel into Lacy's enclosure. I'll be changing a light, taking that one out and actually putting an LED strip in there for her as well. That is a UV. She doesn't need it as such, because I do take Lacy outside. Of course, winter's coming, but that doesn't stop me if it's a nice, shiny, sunny day. Just putting her around my shoulders and going standing out in the sun for 5-10 minutes and walking around the yard. I don't necessarily put her on the ground or any of the guys on the ground if it's wet, damp or otherwise, and a little bit of damp doesn't hurt them so long as it's warm enough outside. So anyway, that's the thermostat. Well guys, she finally found the head and she's munching away. You know, she just shed, so sorry, that red heat lamp keeps going on and off, so her colour keeps changing back and forwards, but you know, she shed a couple of days ago, so she's hungry. All done. All done, sweetie. Feeling better? I'm sure she will be. You know, haven't had her out much. She shed, I checked her over, and I've pretty much left her alone. So, you know, give her a couple of days after this feed. Hello. And yeah, I'll get her out and start doing some handling with her and settle her down a bit. There she is, pushing that rat down. Hey, sweet. There you go. That's a good shot of you. I'm glad you come out. Alright. Lily, I'm coming. Okay, through the plastic tub, but Apani's gotten hers down too. Good girl. She's all, Mum, that's what we do, you know. We grab a rat and then we swallow it. Well, she's actually on pinky mice, so she'll be on them for a little while. Won't you, darling? Till you grow a little bit bigger. Seems to take forever for these little guys to grow. Woo! How was that? I think she enjoyed it. Now she'll head on over to a little warm spot and curl up and start digesting. So now to the main thing that I really wanted, and basically, guys, you know, it comes with it's from Pro Herp, and he was amazing. When I originally bought my first lot from him, I asked him a multitude of questions, and you know, will it heat up enough, and what size will I need? These are the size of my enclosures, and so on. And basically, all you need is these two little screws. That's it. Easy peasy. So, you know, horizontal and vertical heat gradient with these heat panels. So that's the instructions. So I do know what I'm doing now because I've already done two with Lily and Jack. So, of course, I've had to buy a much bigger one for Lacy because her enclosure is, of course, much bigger. Light, easy. They're not heavy at all. So, guys, that's your heat panels. They are slim, so they don't take up hardly any space in your enclosure, which I think is amazing. You don't need a guard around them. They have absolutely, you know, once it's up on, I'll turn it around, up on the roof of your enclosure, you can see, like, what is it? Not even, I don't think, two inches. No matter what size you buy, they are virtually that in depth. Not depth. I always say that. Height, basically. So that just goes up onto the roof of the enclosure, plugs in. You put your thermostat. The thing is with your thermostats, with these particular things, there is no heat, you know, in this groove particular area. So you really need your thermostat to come out because the heat starts from this particular area. So if it's flat against the wall, it's just not going to detect the heat. And so I always set up a little hook and put the thermostat out a bit so that it can get the heat from, or sense the heat from this. And also, you know, if I wanted it around the 31 here, you know, that's where I have the thermostat sitting to let me know that that is exactly what the temperature is at that level. Because, you know, there may be a log or something that you've got coming up and your guy's laying here. Well, you want to know that your heat is 31 here. Doesn't matter what's going on up here. But I guess you'd know that, and the ground doesn't really matter either. Because if it's roughly 31 odd here, it's going to be a degree or so below that on the ground level. So this is actually, I can't remember what I bought, but it's, actually I do. It's an 80 watt. For my other smaller enclosures for Lily and Jack, I bought 40 watts. But for Lacy's, I need the 80. So basically 2 little screw holes here. So they're already pre-drilled. You just put this up in your enclosure, put the screws in, set up your thermostat, and away you go. And it has a little light here that tells you it's on or if it's off. So that's how easy it is, and I think they are the best way to heat up your enclosure. So if you like this video, press that like button, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you all next video. Ciao.